If you're planning a trip to Prague, this is the video for you. As an expat from the UK, I've been living in Prague for over 5 years. Stick around and I'll show you 10 great money-saving tips, from transport hacks to wallet-friendly restaurant ideas and more. So let's go as we discover Prague on a budget. And welcome to Prague. For taxis, just download the Bolt app. It works just like Uber, but it's much cheaper. Let's compare a short trip. Bolt is showing just 135 Czech crowns for a trip to the Old Town. And let's check the same trip at the same time on Uber. Which comes in at 238 crowns. No thanks. Definitely avoid these blue and yellow Euronet cash machines. Instead, use the well-known banks like Raiffeisen and KB. Always decline the conversion and choose the local currency. Download the Letna app for cheap public transport. Just buy one ticket to cover your entire stay. Search for Prague PID in your app store. Install the app. Open the app and then select Buy a Ticket. Choose how long you want the ticket to be valid for. For weekend breaks, 72 hours will cover the whole trip. You will need a payment gateway installed on your phone for this to work. I use Apple Pay. And finally, don't forget to activate your ticket before your first ride. Prague is known for having one of the best public transport systems in the world. You can use it on the tram and on the metro and on this little ferry. Prague has many free walking tour operators. The walking tours usually start in the Old Town Square and are paid on a tip-only basis.
The bronze statue of John of Nepomuk is called. Have you ever heard that name before? Jan Nepomucki, John of Nepomuk. Now people touch it for good luck, and I will tell you, yeah, you saw it, right? Yeah.
So don't be tight, give them a good tip if you enjoyed it.
Okay?
There's an old saying about Prague that beer is cheaper than water, but not if the water's free, which it is in many places in Prague, and you can just fill up your water bottle at the fountain. Try the Denni menu, which you can find in most restaurants. So this is a traditional Czech restaurant, and it's got a bit of a queue outside. Right near the Old Town, but very good value for money. Also very popular. I swerved that one and decided to go local. Pilsem, prosím. Děkuji. So I'm just going for the Denni menu, which is the afternoon menu, which is generally substantially cheaper than an evening meal. I'm just up the road from where I live in an area called Hradčanská, and I've decided to go for, let's have a look, the chicken steak with curry sauce for 200 crowns. Now that would normally be probably another 100 in the evening, so 200 crowns, pretty good value. It's a bit like chippy curry, which I've never seen it before, but not bad. So most of the Denni menus come in at under 200 crowns. Compare that with the Old Town Square, and the restaurants charge nearly 600. If you're visiting Prague on a budget, don't pay for expensive tours when there's plenty to do for free. So check this out, totally free. Wallstein Gardens. Like many parks and gardens in Prague, Wallstein Gardens has no entrance fee. Hidden behind the Czech Senate, the Wallstein Garden is Prague's Renaissance escape. It's free, it's grand, and it feels like stepping into a secret royal courtyard. No trip to Prague would be complete without a stroll over the Charles Bridge. Lined with Baroque statues, packed with artists, buskers and tourists, it's been the city's favourite crossing since the 14th century. And another must-see for tourists is the astrological clock and Old Town Square. The Lenin Wall is also worth checking out and is completely free, as is the majority of the Prague Castle complex. And if your legs are up to it, why not take a stroll up to Petrin Hill with its own version of the Eiffel Tower and plenty of bars and restaurants. Prague has some great viewpoints if you know where to look, like this one and this view. And now for my personal favourite, this one that nobody else knows about. As you can see, it's just me, my bike, Mary Magdalene or whoever that is, and this view. Not a bad one really. Like most places in the Czech Republic, you're never far away from some great bars and restaurants. This is Letna Park with sweeping views of the city. On a day like this, you can see why it's so popular with tourists and locals. So grab a beer, chill out and relax looking over this amazing view. So if you're enjoying these tips, why not like and subscribe? It's totally free, costs you nothing, just click on the link below. So we're just in an area called Vinohrady, which is about less than 1 kilometre to the old town. And there are alternative places for you to stay rather than just stay in the old town. So if you fancy tasting Prague life like a local, consider areas like Vinohrady, Žižkov, Anděl or Karlín. Oh, fish and chips. And if you fancy a burger and you don't mind potentially putting a bit of weight on, this could be the place for you. So we're actually looking for an Australian restaurant or an Australian themed pub now that we've seen online, got decent reviews, so we're just going to check it out. So we're just trying to find the entrance to this place. Oh, here we go, it's in here, down under. So it's not all Czech food everywhere, this is Australian, and you can even have kangaroo pie. And this is our Auckland pie with chips and gravy. So it's a result, we've actually found steak and ale pie, which we love in England, in Prague. So you've had a great time in Prague and now it's time to head back to the airport. Don't waste money in the fancy bars. Use the Billa shop where you can buy snacks and drinks at normal prices. If you fancy a full meal, use the Runway restaurant where you can get main meals for as little as €8, which makes Prague probably one of the cheapest airports in the world for food. So I really hope you've enjoyed these tips and I hope you're going to enjoy your upcoming trip to Prague. So don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my other videos for more about Prague and some other trips around the world.